Wacom Tablet is dope. I bought my Wacom tablet a couple of years ago without a lot of thought as to the type or size that I needed. I purchased the Intuos Pro PTH-451 small tablet from Amazon. I still absolutely love my Wacom, and I'll explain further how it has enhanced my life, given me peace and serenity, and so much love in the world. Well, maybe not all of these things, but you get the idea. My Intuos is dope. It smashes it. Can't you just hear Peter McKinnon right now? The mouse is a mouse is a mouse, which by any other name is still a mouse. Once hailed as the tool for navigating around the screen of a computer with a slight flick of a wrist, you are off and opening and closing programs and tabs, highlighting text, moving and deleting anything. What once took many of us a lot of time to feel comfortable utilizing something that resembled a brick in the hand, we became proficient in whizzing our cursors around the screen. But movements and comfort using the mouse, especially in minuscule and precise type of motions, as sometimes required when photo editing, and that block in the hand soon becomes very sluggish and awkward. The Wacom comes with a pen. Only old folks know the days of using a pencil in school and the progression to a pen and cursive writing. We also know that what a typewriter is and what paper whiteout is and how it's used. Youngins don't have much experience in these tools, using computers and handing in their assignments from their inkjet printers. Have you asked a 13 or 14-year-old to sign their name lately? I have, and was astonished that of three, two of them didn't know what a signature was or how to do cursive writing. They truly are the computer era kids. A world of hobby photographer is mostly composed of us older persons, with a lot of time and money in our golden years and the knowledge of how to hold on to a pen. Now we have the instrument, pen, we need an interface, which is a tablet. There are many different sizes, and yet I never knew how lucky I was that I bought the small size. You see, it was cheaper at the time, markedly cheaper. The tablet surface represents the computer screen, and the larger the tablet, the more surface area one needs to cover to represent the screen. Think about that again. The larger the tablet, the further you have to reach with the pen in your hand to the four corners of the tablet, which represents your screen. A smaller tablet means shorter and more efficient strokes when editing. Mind you, I am not, nor have I ever been an artist, nor have I been trained that way. My movements tend to be smaller because my experience has only been with this tablet. However, I imagine an artist who might be used to bigger canvases, for instance, might find larger tablets more enticing for naturally longer and bigger strokes. I just know that after many hours, sometimes 8 at one go of editing, I am glad that my arm has not had the extra distance to travel while being midair. There seems to be 3 models of tablets Wacom suggests for photo editing: the Intuos, the Sync, and the Mobile Studio. Perhaps incorrectly, but I believe the Sync was the first of the 3 models, followed by the Intuos, and most recently the Mobile Studio. A little research into these models and some light was shed on which might offer a reasonably priced tool for the enthusiastic hobbyist of photography. The Mobile Studio appears to be a computer as well as a functional tablet with a starting price of around $2,500 US dollars. The Sync closely follows with a price tag for older models starting around $800 US dollars. This leaves the Intuos as the choice for most hobbyist photographers, with an entry level of less than $100 USD, with the Pro around $250 USD. So the Intuos and Intuos Pro have some decidedly differences that are worth consideration. The Intuos, which is definitely an entry-level model, is basic in functions and what it offers. It still works just like using a pen, or more probably a pencil, in that it is sensitive to the angle and force applied when using the pen. Lighter touch results in a thinner and lighter line, while a heavier hand results in a darker and heavier stroke. You might wonder why one might want this when editing photos, but once you enter the arena of purchasing a tablet, if not already there, you are more than halfway to Photoshop and photo artistry. I can assure you, even the simple task of masking, burning, and dodging all become more efficient and precise when using a pencil and tablet as opposed to the mouse. The Intuos has some programmable buttons across the top, which also serves as a resting place for the pen. I must admit, I love the idea of this resting place. I could not tell you how many times I have walked around the home only to realize I put the small black pen down somewhere and I can't find it. I wish they would make it fluorescent green or have a Find My Pen app like the iPhones and it would chirp when I activate the app. No, instead I lose the pen multiple times a week and curse the black color of it every time I go searching. But I digress. The one problem I see with the buttons across the top of the tablet is that they are across the top of the tablet. That means if you are editing with the pen in your right hand, and you will have to stop and reach across the screen to access the buttons. However, beyond this, I actually think the Intuos is all a person needs. And if you are or were ever trained as an artist or require a bigger surface area, then the larger Intuos tablet won't break the bank. The button problems will be further explored in the next section, which might actually not be a problem in the end for some. The Pro offers the same as the Intuos with the enhanced button menus. The buttons are found down the left or the right side of the tablet, allows for two-handed operations. As one draws with the right, one can be navigating buttons on the left at the same time. For instance, a button could be assigned to zoom into the screen or increase or decrease the brush size. As you work, say, on dodging a spot, it is easy and doesn't interfere with the pen movements in one hand as the other hand pushes a button to change the brush size and zoom in. It effectively allows for two-handed editing process, which greatly increases the production time. As well, the Pro offers a central circular button, all programmable in different directions. A flick to the left, right, top, or bottom can change brush hardness, type of brush, or any other setting. But truth is, I rarely use the two-handed operation. For the most part, I find I use Photoshop shortcuts and buttons and such when editing, more than the tablet buttons. So the extra benefit of placement of these buttons and a circular button may not be worth the extra cost. Overall, it was hard and there was a steep learning curve to switch from a mouse to no mouse at all and just using the pen. The Intuos Pro can be customized to work with different programs, Windows, Lightroom, and Photoshop. In a follow-up post, I'll go over the settings I have found the best for use across all these applications and inside of each one independently. Oh, and I almost forgot, the Intuos Pro comes with a pen holder. But I forgot all the time to drop it in the holder, instead wandering off and eventually misplacing it. I'm thinking an orbit locator might be my next purchase.